Right, so Skintints are just in this little square acrylic. So I'm trying to use all this up. It's in Project Pan. So it's the Missha BB cream in the shade number 13. So that goes with the Shop My Stash products. I've used this recently as well. So it's the Profusion Feel Good Skin Longwear Skin Perfector. It's dark, but I can use it up. Right, so you should be able to see just how dark it is. I can use it up when I use a lighter foundation. If I can use things, I don't want to be decluttering if I can help it, because I paid good money for all this. And I would say most of my makeup's been bought with my money. I mean, I've been gifted things by friends, and you know, some like PI, like from that company I worked with, who gifted me this. But yeah, for the most part I would say I bought everything myself, especially when it comes to foundations. Right, and then we've got the Makeup Gallery Keep On Glowing Illuminating Foundation. It's a light coverage, that's why it's in with BB creams. And what was this? What shade was it? Swan. Oh my god, the lid's lifting up. Oh, well that was cool. Let me get it. Right, so if I want to keep this, I need to be really, really careful with it, because that lid, like when you squeeze, it just lifts up. Let me clean it up a bit. Oh, right, it's because it's cracked. Can you see? I think I'm going to declutter it. I can't be bothered with putting it in pots. So yeah, that one's gone. If it wasn't cracked, I wouldn't have like kind of decluttered it. The next one is the Jaclyn Hill. So this one is Skin Perfecting Blurring Tin in the shade Fairlight. This is actually quite nice, and I think I'm nearly done with it. I think it's about here where the A is. So yeah, that's that. Keeping. No, then I've got the L'Oreal True Match Nude Plumping Tinted Serum, and I would say by the looks of it, it's just down here. That really needs to go into a project. When I've used the Missha, I think I'll bring this in. I'm not a lover of it, but I'll use it up. Then we've got the Essence Hydro Hero 24-hour hydrating tinted cream. It's got 88% of natural ingredients and SPF 15. It's a little bit dark as well, so I just mix that. And then I've got the Maybeline Dream Cover, which is quite nice. As you can see, that's pretty dark as well, so I'll mix that. That's the problem when you're so fair. You have to do a lot of mixing. There's none of that like, oh, I need a shade for winter, I need a shade for summer. So anyway, this has got an SPF 50, which probably doesn't work now because it is quite old. And it's got anti-pollution in it. And it's in the shade 095 Fair Porcelain. I'm sure I've used this by itself though. Yeah, it's not actually that dark. Blends into my skin. So it actually looks darker in the tube because look. So it isn't as dark as I thought. Right, and then I've got this collection Lasting Perfection. You can't get this in Boots anymore, I don't think, but you can get it on Just My Look. I actually got this in Poundland for £1. So it's the Lasting Perfection Weightless Foundation, lasts up to 16 hours, flawless weightless coverage. I really like it for summer. And then I've got this Fenty Beauty one that I won. There's no way I would pay what this costs. This one is in the shade 120. It's about here. So basically where the beauty starts. So I've nearly finished it. And then we've just got this concealer. So this is the backup. Right, so Profusion, that one we're keeping. And the Jaclyn Hill we're keeping. Oh, I didn't show you this one. This one was a recent purchase. I wanted it for a year, and there was a sale on Look Fantastic and I just had to get it. So it's the Urban Decay Stay Naked Hydromaniac Tinted Glow Hydrator. It's in the shade 10, which is ultra fair. Guys, I thought I loved it. Like, the first 1 or 2 times I used it, I'm like, oh, I really, really like it. I think I need to play around with it because I'm not liking it as much. So that's a shame, but yeah, that's that. Maybe I'll pull it into the next Shop My Stash since we're in summer and that's the kind of weather. Right, glowy products. It is absolutely full. Okay, let's see. Right, so this L'Oreal Glow Cherie is probably one of my favourite products that I have in this like glowy formula. It is so good. It smells of watermelon. What I need to do is I need to do least favourite to favourite on glowy products. Let me know if you want to see it, because I've never ever done anything like that. I want to show you the glow. I'm hoping that you're going to be able to see it. I think maybe just... It is so good. If you can get hold of that, I don't think it's that much, about £8.99 or something like that. If you can get hold of it, I highly rate it. So again, it's the L'Oreal Glow Cherie in the shade Light Glow. Right, let's talk about this one. I think this would come way down the list if I did that least favourite to favourite. I don't know where it would come, but I think the problem is it's just too dark for me. Look, that's my skin tone. That's that, and it is the lightest shade. So intentionally I bought this for a friend, and then I realised that I couldn't actually send it to her because she lives in Australia and they wouldn't let me send it. Part of me now wishes I would have just said there's no glass bottles in the packaging, but then it could have got pulled up at Heathrow. They're very strict at Heathrow Airport. I want to show you a swatch of this on me. Everyone loves it, right? And it is extremely glowy. But look how dark it is on me. So I can't use it as what other people use it as. They use it as like a skin tint. On me, if I just used a tiny bit of it, I mean, look, that's it there. So it's not light. Maybe they need to bring one out that's fair, which is a lot lighter than that. Right, so I really like this Essence one. I want to do a comparison for you guys. So that's the comparison. You can see the Essence one is so much lighter than the e.l.f. and I think that's the reason I don't like the e.l.f. as much. It's alright under foundation, but yeah, I absolutely love this one. It just gives you that perfect glow. It reminds me of the Charlotte Tilbury a lot. So the Essence Glow Go Instant Highlighter, dewy finish in seconds, and I know you're not getting much, you're only getting 5ml like in a concealer, but it's worth it, because you're paying next to nothing for it. That's a primer, I don't know what that's doing there. Then I've got this Collection Filter Finish, and I really didn't like this at one point, but I think it's better than the e.l.f. Let me just see. Ugh, I've took the stopper out and it's all gunky. Let's see. It actually looks the same shade as the e.l.f. No, but that blends into my skin really, really nicely. So that would make more of a skin tint than the e.l.f. one would. And they compare that to the Charlotte Tilbury one as well. So I might try that as a skin tint. Next up was the first ever Strobing product to come into my collection. And I've had it for so long, it really should probably go into the bin. It's in the shade Pearl. Oh my gosh, it's so nice. And it reminds me of the MAC Strobe cream. I think it was meant to be a dupe for that when it first came out. And again, it's really, really pretty. Who needs all these strobe creams, illuminating products? And then I've got the Technic Strobe FX cream. This one is in Catching Rays. This one's really nice too. That's like a metallic, like pearlescent shade. Some of these you'd be able to get away with using as a tinted foundation, but others, they're just too metallic. You might not even be able to see some of them just because they're the same shade as my pasty white skin, but they look so nice under foundations. Then I got this Rimmel Good to Glow. I got this from Poundland, and this is in the shade 001 Notting Hill Glow. This one's really pretty. I don't even think you can get this anymore. And that one's like a pearlescent as well. I definitely have a preference in when I'm looking for these like glowy products. I prefer lighter over darker like these two. These two are very, very similar. But even that e.l.f. is so much darker than the collection one. Right, next up we've got the sleek Barekissed Illuminator in Monaco. And this one, I don't know, it's pretty darn dark. It's like a silver. Yeah, I don't need to keep that. I'm not mad keen on it. So we'll get rid of that one. I've had it ages anyway, so it's probably gone bad. This is another really, really good one. I got this from TK Maxx. So it's the L'Oreal True Match highlighter. It's in Rose Glow, I think. Let's have a look. No, Icy Glow. So it's, this one is my only, I think my only pink one. You can see it's quite pink. But again, under the right foundation, it looks really, really pretty. I think they're all kind of going into one another now, but this is where I've just swatched it here. It's really nice. Shouldn't really be swatching everything. Gonna make the video extra long. What I might do is put foundations and tinted BB creams and things like that in one, primers in another, and like dewy products like this in another, and powders in another, if it's too long. If not, I'll just put it in the one video, like, and name it base products or something. Oh, this is quite a pink one as well. It's the Natural Collection Hydrating Radiance Primer, and I don't know if this has gone bad. It feels really watery. Yeah, it doesn't smell the best. Let's get rid. I didn't think I'd be getting rid of anything, so I'm not doing too bad. Right, then we've got this Becca Ignite. I got this in a set. From memory, this is actually quite dark and really metallic. Can you see how metallic that is? I'm going to keep it. I'll trial it under a foundation. If I don't want it, we'll get rid of it in the winter. Then I've got another one that looks pretty dark as well, so I might do the same with that. So we've got another one of those Rimmel Into the Strobing highlighters. This one's in Gold Glow. That one's not too bad. That one is a lot like the collection one, so we'll keep that for the time being. Right, and then I've got this Megaglow Hello Halo that as soon as Michaela used it, they just went viral, didn't they? This is the lightest shade that they do. This is the only one I saw. No, actually, I saw this one and a darker one that I sent to my friend Karen, and I think it was too dark for her. So this one's called Halo Goodbye, and it is so stinking pretty. I don't use it as a standalone highlighter though. Again, I use it underneath foundations because it's quite metallic. And then I've got this Wet n Wild highlighter stick. This is only the second highlighter stick I've got, because I don't really use them, and I got this in friend So I got this from Courtney Shanice Reviews in Friend Mail. So that's it there. It is so, so pretty. Wet n Wild do the best products. I just wish we could get more of them. They brought out an Alice in Wonderland palette and it looks so amazing. But we can't get it here. Right, so for the most part I'm keeping these products. There's some that I want to test. I'm going to put them on top. So it's just those two that I want to test. And I'll do that in the next couple of Shop My Stash. So they're on chopping block. Right, so I'm going to leave this here